Please like, subscribe, and share. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to Rhythm and Rosters with Lou and Don. I am Don.
And I'm Lou. Man, we back from Cancun. Boy, wish I was still there.
Man, listen, you ain't said nothing but a word, brother.
They don't owe us nothing.
Phenomenal trip. Had fun. Now we back to the grind. All right, so 1998, son. Let's talk about it, yo.
Shoo. We all know that. I didn't realize until I heard it somewhere else that 1998 was a pivotal year in hip hop. And when you go through and you look at it, you realize it was.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at the tracks that came out in 98.
Damn the tracks. It's the albums.
The albums. Yeah, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Black Star. Black Star dropped. Most Def and Talib Kweli when they broke that one. Black Star.
Yeah. Juvenile.
Outkast.
Yeah.
Gangstar, Moment of Truth.
Yep.
Big Pun, Capital Punishment.
A Tribe Called Quest, The Love Movement.
The Natural, all natural, no additives, no preservative. One hit wonder, but it was a classic.
Which one?
The Natural. Do you call all natural, no additives, all natural? What's his name? That's his name, all natural. Yeah, he had a one hit, but that joint was a banger. I remember it.
I don't remember the damn song.
Yeah, I mean that's an album. Shit, there's so many albums in here that like you remember the People Under the Stairs?
No.
The Next Step, I remember them. All right, we're going with the more familiar ones. DMX is Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys. And there was that other album, Hello Nasty.
Big Pun, Capital Punishment.
The Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Jurassic 5.
Noriega came out with his solo album that year.
Yeah. Goody Mob. You didn't rock with Goody? You didn't rock with Goody?
Goody Mob? Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That was their Still Standing album.
Yeah, that was all of them together. Exhibit, 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Ice Cube, War and Peace, Volume 1.
Right. Yeah, there was some groups in here I forgot about. Pete Rock, Soul Survivor.
Yeah. Piece of a Man. Who?
Dino Trucker, that's West Coast. Killer Priest.
Yeah.
Happy Mental. Yeah. Huh. Jay-Z Volume 2, Hard Not Life.
Yeah. We said Outkast. We said DMX.
Kool G Rap.
We said Gangstar.
Kool G Rap. Roots of Evil.
Oh wow, Kool G Rap dropped the album that year?
Yeah. Daz Dillinger.
Yeah.
Sons of Man. I remember them. The Last Shall Be First.
Yeah, I remember them.
They sprung off the Wu family. They came out the Wu. The RZA. That Bobby Digital album. Boy,
that Bobby Digital, yeah. You know, I bought that album and gave it away, yo. I couldn't really get into the Bobby Digital album like that. I bought it and I knew somebody who was a RZA fan and I gave it to them.
Let me ask you a question. Since 98 was a prolific year, you were in NY in 98 or you were gone by then?
Nah, I was already down south in 98. I had already left.
What year did you leave NY?
94.
Okay, so what were you doing in 98?
In 98, I was working with a couple of rap groups, up and coming rap groups back then. So I was definitely into the rap scene. you know, when you into the rap scene like that, you got to go to the album release parties, and that was at the time. That was when the album release parties was no longer in New York like they used to be. They were in Houston. So everybody would file down to Houston to the album release parties. Um, you either went down to Houston, or they had a nice movement down in Nashville, Tennessee. So we would always be down at the recording studios down in Nashville, get to meet people, get to hear albums right before they drop. So '98 was definitely a good year. As a matter of fact, I went to Jay's Hard Knock Life tour um, when he dropped that album.
That's all I'm saying. In '98, I was 28. So that means I had 5 years on the job.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
5 years on the job. And I was, what was I pushing in '98? I should have been driving a black Act bigger. No,
I
I mean, no, it
had
wasn't a big.
a Max.
No, I wasn't driving a
98?
Vigor.
No, '98. I had a convertible Camaro.
98. It wasn't a Vigor. It was shit. Was it the Audi or was it the Benz? I think it was the Audi. No.
Hmm.
It was one. It was something. Well, you know, it was.
Yeah,
What it was.
I
Well, it
had
could have been.
the I
Hold on,
had
wait a minute.
was that
I think
'98?
it was a J30 because my son was born in '96.
Yeah, I think I had the Camaro then. Because that was a great year for me. Like, um, I was kind of doing it, not big time, but I was doing it. I was having fun. Um, yeah, like, and you were saying like that was a pivotal year for hip hop. If you think about the transition of hip hop at that time, that was the South was really, you know, getting their feet into it.
Right.
The South was really digging in their feet, kind of taking hold of hip hop. The West Coast had just come off their good run.
Yeah, DJ Quick
East Coast had
dropped out.
yeah. Juvenile. So New Orleans was hot at that moment. Atlanta was hot at that moment. What else? I know Atlanta
You had
and New
8 Ball
Orleans.
MJG. 8 Ball.
Yeah.
Dropped
Well, 8 Ball MJG, they had their best run about '94. 94, 95 was probably about their best run. Anything they dropped around '98, they got airplay, especially down in like Memphis, but like nationwide, they didn't really get the burn.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get that first one out there, you get all over. You can, you know, E40 drop, Cypress Hill, Devin the Dude. I'm just going around the world. Brand Nubian drop, Das Effects, Flip Mode, Rise Kais, shit, Scarface, My Homies drop, Black Eyed Peas, WC in the Mad Circle, Corrupt,
Yeah.
Mac Dre, Kid Capri, soundtrack, Mixmaster Mike. That '98 was crazy because you could buy any album in '98 and it was hot.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was one of the 1 years where you could really get a piece of New York or East Coast, West Coast, and the South.
Everybody was back.
Yeah, everybody was pretty much vying for a piece of that pie. Cameron, Confessions of Fire came out that year.
But remember, DMX dropped 2 albums in '98.
Yeah, he dropped It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Flesh of My Flesh.
Yeah. D was on a roll at that point.
You wouldn't be fucked with, yo.
Yeah, D was definitely on the roll at that point. That was one of those years where you can drop multiple albums. See, that's not the norm. Where you drop multiple albums in a year. Jay was doing it. D was doing it. Was Nelly banging around that time?
Yeah, Nelly came out. I didn't see him on there, but I knew he came out with the first one, Country Grammar. Then he dropped Suit and Case. I don't know when that came out. Well, let me say this. So, when we think about hip hop, and we go back and we take the years, like we know hip hop originated in the 60s and 70s. It expanded off of that. You know, we took hip hop and made it our own. You know, samples and everything, because we got a lot of them older R&B groups paid, you know, for the money that they didn't make when the record label they can get sample, the money went to them.
Right.
So, like the dude, like Eric Sermon said this, and I believe this wholeheartedly. The new rap, you know, all this bullshit they talk about slinging pussy and all this on that boo boo boo. He said that they won't be able to tour because now the kids listening to that. When you grow up, now you got kids, you got a family, but you can't tour because ain't nobody gonna want to hear that because they raise it. It's like when Eddie Murphy changed his persona from Raw to doing kid movies, Shrek, boo boo, because he had kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hip hop is a little different.
Yeah, but when you want to go out on tour, and he broke it down to us, he said, ask what Kane's getting a show, and he do 80 shows a year. He getting anywhere between 20 to 30,000 a show. Now, think about somebody a little bigger than him coming out. Let's say Eric Sermon's smart. He don't have to tour because he made a lot of money off the royalties and he paid himself well early.
And he does a lot of background stuff, like a lot of beats and stuff. So Eric Sermon is a wicked producer.
Right. But he said we are the only culture, hip hop is the only culture where they say, yo, you too old to do it, step aside. He said rock, R&B, you can sing that shit to 104, but as a rapper, you got to retire when you hit 35, 40. He's like, that's bullshit.
Well, you're supposed to, but
it's bull. You can't. No, that was the old MC Hammer thought thing, but you still got dudes out here doing it better than what, because Kane is damn sure still one of the best to do it. Redman.
Hell yeah, Redman. You see Redman dropping singles left and right.
Redman, Method Man, they get together, they do a track. You be like, oh, damn, AZ still dropping it, Nas still doing it. You know, Too Short, Q.
Too Short. That's what I was about to say. Too Short.
E40.
All day. Look at what dropped this year alone. Juvenile came back. Yeah. T.I. came back. Method Man dropped the joint. Trick Daddy dropped the joint. And what people would think, oh, they washed up, you can't do it no more. No, they still doing it. They still getting burned. They still getting airplay.
LL, that motherfucker hot as fish grease.
can always do it. And he don't do it for the money. He do it for the love.
Jay at 56 years old
is selling out arenas still.
And you talking about he fell off. I was like, it's sold out. So where's the fall off?
Right.
He could easily take all that money and donate it and not miss a beat.
He sold out 3 nights. Plus he's on the Roots at the Roots Picnic. So people are gonna see him at the Roots Picnic. Then they're gonna go, and what people don't know, the tour, the New York City shows, right, at Yankee Stadium. People are thinking that he's doing basically the same show 2 nights. No, he's doing one album hit 30 years old, and the other one hit like I think 25 years old or something like that.
And I heard you got to sing again.
Yeah. I mean, it's Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Jay. Yeah. And like you said, he don't have to do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure he's going to make a ton of money off of it, but he don't have to do it for the money. He does it for the love of the music. You know what I'm saying? He still has love for the music.
But think about it, yo. If he brings B out to do They're
What was it, Bonnie and Clyde or whatever? Yeah.
Man, they're gonna set that arena on fire. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You blame Mary to sing the hook that we belong in the city. We belong in the city. The hook on that one.
Yeah.
Not out for the hook. You bring God did out. You know what I'm saying? You bring Khaled, Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Like
it's crazy.
His catalog is so deep. Like his catalog goes so deep. But then just the people who he's connected with in the industry over the years. He can honestly say, "Hey, yo, I want you to come up on stage and bless something," and people would do it just on the strength of his J.
I said people fail to realize and remember this. Michael Jackson walked on stage with Jay.
Yes, just to start a projector. The king of pop came on stage to start the projector so that he could make fun of Prodigy and Havoc.
Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
How dope is that?
Come on, that's good money right there. That's that long money.
How dope is that, yo? Him and Prince, homies.
Yeah. Like when your catalog is that deep and your connections go that long, like you can pretty much do what you want.
Let's talk about the library. Yo. The book, the library. Yo.
Oh yes, I went. And I mean, they took an entire library, one of the largest libraries in New York, the Brooklyn Public Library, and turned it into basically a showcase of his work.
Because the lyrics are crazy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If you listen to the first one to the last one, he keep dropping jewels on.
All day. So Jay has always been one of my favorite artists. Not just because of the music that he's dropped, but also like his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always put the work into it, and he's always made it seem like, it's not perfect until I feel like it grabs me. Not I feel like it's gonna grab my audience. Until it grabs me, it's not perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Modern day Jay-Z. Tell me, who you got?
Somebody who modern day is doing what Jay-Z did.
He's lyrically Jay. I mean, he gives the thought process. He gives you. There's two I can think of that give you the thought process of that. I can give you a female version. I can give you a dude version.
Give me a dude. I think we're probably going to disagree on this one, but give me a dude.
And listen. When I listen to him, Kendrick. And when I listen to him,
Kendrick was more woke than Jay.
And J. Cole, but they give you that. They give you that vernacular. You got to think about it because when they say, "Hold up, what did he just say?" And that's what piques you because remember we're in a different. Jay came up giving the game. They taking the game and running a little further. Now they trying to bring it into a different generation of people. You feel what I'm saying? We are light years ahead of them as far as what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're trying to feed the masses, you have to come at it a different way. Like Jay came from the hustling era.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So his vernacular, we understood everything he was talking.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was our time. That was the time. Whether you hustle drugs, clothes, whatever, you would get your business out the ground. It applied.
Right.
So, but when you come up with like I say Kendrick, J. Cole, the girl, she's an underground rapper. That's I can't think of her name, but I feel bad for not. She's not underground. She's just
not as mainstream.
Right. So I mean, it's a bunch of them out there. If they put a thought process into it, because I was like, when you listen to Lotto and the other ones, there's no thought process in them writing them rhymes. You know what I'm saying? There's no connect. Let's broaden people's minds. Let's think I'm thinking. There's money, clothes, hoes. You gonna fuck pussy? You gonna give me some money? Bye.
So they're doing exactly what we did. They just do it unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ah,
they do this, they doing the same thing. So they doing like the women artists right now are doing the same thing that like DMX and all them, you know what I'm saying? Like they made it okay. So you called me a bitch. So now I'm gonna be the bitch making money. You know what I'm saying? So they just do that shit unapologetically. Whereas
okay.
everybody back then, so in let's look at the 90s,
You froze
everybody
up.
was talking about how men was degrading women, but now these
Yeah,
women take that same degradation and they flipped it around, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, back then I was a bitch, a hoe, and a slut. Now I'm a bitch, a hoe, and a slut who got more money than all y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like they just flipped it to where they capitalized on what people called them back then. You know what I'm
man. You can
saying?
call.
And now,
You had to break her neck. Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Now they make it so that you can call me what you want. Just make sure that check is signed right. Um, Meg, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? Lotto,
It's the
Glorilla.
one.
Like they are doing it unapologetically and they don't have to apologize for shit. Like they can
Mm.
really be who the hell they want to be. And all we can do is sit there and go, well, damn, damn.
Well, the crazy thing about it with that whole thing, yo, I think I earned made timeless music. I don't think too much of this
Yeah,
music coming out is timeless. It's a few, but I don't have a whole lot. I don't have anything past the 2000s except for the artists that pop in and do it right. That's timeless. You know what I'm saying? But some of this stuff, like Uncle Luke, is Luke. We gonna pop the
yeah,
pussy. We gonna, you know, that's him. That's what he was. We already knew what the Two Live Crew was about. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
we had, well, like we had dudes that talk about shooting shit. Mob Deep talked about it. What's your
Yeah.
boy from Brownsville? Before all of that, Scarface. They talked about it.
Yeah.
Mob Deep talked about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think the difference, the problem is these dudes actually go out and try to emulate the shit.
And so back then they talked about what they saw, right? What was going on and what they saw. What they're talking about now is what they're doing and they're snitching on their damn selves.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah, that's not the same thing. Like Nas, New York State of Mind, he talked about what he saw in the hood. What they're talking about is what they did yesterday, and the DA is sitting there playing that shit back going, so you said that yesterday you shot 5 people and 4 of them died. Like you said that. Like
Never.
they snitching on themselves now.
So along with that and the gunplay from drill rap, and these dudes
Yeah.
be actually beefing.
Yeah.
And you talking about like, so you heard the story about um Jeezy when he wanted to
About
get into
who?
the rap. Jeezy, he wanted to get into the rap game. Woo, woo, woo. T.I. had told him, he's like, yo, you won't be in this game. It's either in or you out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Either you in this game or you out. Because the fans don't care whether it's street money or your money. They're gonna take it all and sit you down.
They're gonna take it all.
They
They're gonna
know
take
this
it
is tax
all.
money. This is street. They're gonna take. So he got out the street. Same way with Jay. When Jay decided he was gonna get out the street, he realized, yo, I gotta get into this because the feds gonna get me on that. You know what I'm
Yeah, like
saying?
the hip hop police is real. You know what I'm saying? Like they really watching where your money come from. Look how they caught look how Murder Inc. got caught up.
Yeah, that's
All that
crazy.
money, they followed the money backwards and saw that all that money came from drug money.
But the crazy thing it did, well, who had they had the Rock was out, the Rock label was out there, and somebody else had you had Rap a Lot, you had
You had Rap a Lot, you had Cash Money Records, you had
Cash Money, No Limit,
yeah, No
and out of
Limit.
everybody that was black running the label at that point, they the only ones that went down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were the only one, and and I think it's who you align yourself with. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was aligned with some shady dudes. You know what I'm saying? On the startup. But like you said,
So go ahead.
you'll never hear like what they say. It's like yo, I see you. Look here, man. This is what we're gonna do. You talk that's what they did to Jay. You the plug.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get all of us out of this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You got your dough. We know you got it. Boop, boop, boop. Now, hustle that rap. You feel what I'm saying? Hustle that. Leave us alone. We got you. You know what I'm saying? And his loyalty was so good, dudes 8 charges for him. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
I mean, but that's when Mike Vick got jammed up with the dog shit, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
He signed a $100 million contract. That's your man. You're supposed to take care of him because he's gonna take.
He was supposed to take one of his men was supposed to take all them charges for him, yo.
Yeah.
Vic should have never saw a day in jail, yo. If that was my man, and son is sitting on $100 million contract, I'd have been like, nah, I was the one fighting them dogs. Vic wasn't even home when all that was going down. He didn't even know what was going on. I'd have sat on him 18 to 20 months and came home a millionaire.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, this is what we're going to do. Drop $5 million. We ain't never going to talk about this no more.
Right.
Because I'm set for life.
It was all me.
When I step out of there, I said I'll sign an NDA. We ain't never talk. Matter of fact, if you don't want to fuck with me no more, it's cool because you set me up for life.
Right. There's no way that Vic should have and I guess this is our segue into sports. He should have never took those charges. Never should have took those charges. His brother, one of them, should have took the charges and like, nah, it was all me. He ain't had nothing to do with that. Vic, you go throw that ball. I'm gonna go ahead and dribble on the yard for a minute. I'll be out in a few.
I'm gonna drop one more and then we're gonna move over to the sports segment. King Von. He was obviously the best rapper to come out of Chicago and O-Block.
Yeah.
He was better rapper than Dirk. He was a better rapper than Chief Keef. He had it, but the streets had him.
Yeah, like you gotta a lot of them, and I think me and Nisha was talking about this, how a lot of these dudes wait until they get the chance of a lifetime, and then throw it all away.
But see, he was knee deep in it anyway.
But sometimes you got to get knee deep out of it.
Dirk is sitting in federal prison with pending charges of alleged hits.
Yeah,
you are multi-millionaire sitting in jail, fighting charges. Make fucking sense.
Because they don't know how to walk away from it.
Because they didn't. That's another thing when you got guidance. Like when you got they did one more thing. They did a little story on a couple rap group that was coming out of Miami. They were nice. There was 3 of them. So the label was like, "Yo, y'all got it. They go on tour. They make a couple dollars. Boy, by the end of the summer, one was in jail, one was dead, one was locked up.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And they was on their way to making. They probably made a cool million between them, but they was on their way. Yo, you gotta lead us that's why I tell motherfuckers, yo, if you getting money out there out the rap game, yo, stay out your hometown and stay the fuck out the way.
Yeah. All your problems come there. I know a dude that was nice with basketball. Junior high school. Like 10 colleges looking at him. Mm-hmm. His path was already laid for him. Couldn't stay out the streets though. He couldn't put that rock down and pick up the basketball and go, you know what? This is my path. And got chopped down in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see your path is already there, avoid everything.
Yo, what's
cats want to beef with you? You be like, yo, I don't even got no problem with you, man. Like we good.
If I got good dudes with me in the corner, they ain't even gonna let me beef. They're like, first of all, we shouldn't even beef. Like I think at a certain time and point, like the club, when you start getting money, you don't show up to clubs. You show up to venues. You know what I'm saying? You go where where the upscale people are, where the people that got a lot to lose hang out there. When motherfucker, they got bodyguards and people ain't trying to hit none of that shit. You ain't bringing that. You got to put on some shoes. We don't give a fuck about your jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to talk about yourself.
And the problem with that is the only people that really care about how much money you got is people who don't got money. So if you want people to sit there and go, oh my God, look how he doing it, then you got to go to the clubs. Because if you go to a nice venue, you know what I'm saying, and you around people who done pulled up in Bentleys, Benzes, Beamers, and your money don't mean nothing to them,
you good.
Then you just one person amongst other people who making money. I'd rather be that guy.
Look at your boy. Got robbed down there by the boy. What's his name? Shit. Pooh Shiesty. Robbed the rapper Gucci Man. Huh?
Well, that was over contracts though. That was over because he wouldn't let him out of his contract. So
guess what? You signed it.
Yeah.
This ain't the 5 heartbeats. You can't dangle a dude out the window no more.
That's unfortunately that's hip hop, yo. That's hip hop.
What the hell? Go to court, get you a lawyer, and fight it. But these dudes, like, let's take it to the street. This ain't street, this is business. But I blame it on some of these dudes because they robbing these dudes. We know they are.
Yeah. Badly. Badly.
We know they robbing. They robbing the shit.
Like, look at the artists who had to stop doing what they was doing just because the label was robbing them so bad. Lil Jon.
No, let's talk about the main one. Let's talk about the one that laid it down for everybody. Prince.
Prince.
And that was a multi-millionaire when it happened.
And had to change his name.
Until that contract ran out.
Yeah. Had to change his name because they owned his name.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Jon can't drop nothing because the label owns him. And they screwed him over so bad. That's why he stopped dropping music.
You know the one that did it right though? We're gonna talk about him. Because he owned half of Sony. You know who it is. They couldn't control him because he was the machine. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I am the machine. You can't tell me nothing.
And that's like a lot of people say, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason that his demise happened the way it was because he knew too much and owned too much.
He said the Beatles collection, yo, you owned the Beatles collection.
Right.
And he owned Eminem.
The nigga owned the Elephant Man's bones, my nigga. Like, come on. Come on, son. Like when your money is that long and you can do what you want when you want, only one way for you to come down. They got to take you out.
Yeah,
they got to take you out.
They sent the black man to do it. They sent the black doctor to take him out.
Yep. Because we always got to take down our own, yo.
Yeah, we like for crabs in the barrel. And let's segue in this was the Ja Morant.
Yo, Ja Morant is a freaking idiot, yo. And if he's not careful, yo, he's watching his own downfall happen.
So I was listening to an interview. You know who Michael Beasley is, right?
Who?
So Michael Beasley. So Michael Beasley is best.
Oh yeah.
The one that he was strung out, but he had nobody, and I tell him, even when Ricky Williams was playing football and he was doing interviews with a helmet on, I was like, y'all don't see something wrong with that? Y'all need to invest in his mental health. I know what he can do on the field, but what about his mental health? And it was all mental health. When Bill Parcells got a hold of Ricky Williams and got him the help, he took the helmet off. He became a different dude. He smoked a lot of weed. He gave up the NFL to smoke a lot of weed, but guess what? He was better off for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Michael Beasley said, it was crazy. He was on Shannon Sharp. So Michael Beasley said, look, Ja Morant's father is the problem. He said his father is trying to live the life that he didn't live through his son. And he's not.
Well, yeah, that's what a lot of fathers end up doing, yo.
He's being a fanboy instead of sitting them down and say, hey, you may fuck this up. But now he already fucked it up because he was going to be the face of the league.
He was,
He
but he
was,
lost that.
Lord, I said, yo, you fucked that all the way. Playing with guns. It's like, yo, and then Shannon Sharp called him. I was like, yo, you ain't even from there. You ain't even like that. I'm from there. I'm from
Right. He's not even from the streets. He's not even a street dude. The dude was from the burbs, yo.
When did your man's in the car playing with guns? You get caught in the video with that. Why is your man got guns in the car?
Who y'all trying to be big for? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all? Because y'all not impressing nobody.
Y'all doing exactly what the man wants you to do.
Yep.
Kicks. Fuck your life up.
Like who was it? The dude from the Giants that went to the club with the gun and ended up shooting himself in the damn leg.
Plaxico Burress.
Yeah, classical. Yeah. Dumb
After that,
motherfucker.
he was never heard from again.
Nah, I think he ended his career.
No, he went to the Steelers. Remember, he came from the Steelers to y'all. Plaxico started in Pittsburgh, and he came.
But I think after that, didn't he end his career after that?
I don't know whether I think he caught some charges, and I think he fought him and just faded into midnight. So then we got an unfortunate, my man, what I thought Henry Ruggs III, the one that did the that was running 118 miles an hour in the Corvette and killed that lady.
Yeah.
From the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, but do you know what the crazy thing about that was, yo? His man had got killed the same way.
Wow.
When you read the story, that he was, and I was like, yo, what? Yo, first of all, I don't need to see 118 mile an hour in a Corvette. You saw, first of all, yo, if you saucy and you're an NFL player, there's two ways to look at this. And a lot of football players said this. Yo, if we was gonna get wet, we had limos. You know, response would be like, yo, I'm gonna tell you prime example. I was working a Ravens gig, right? And at this gig, they had alcohol. The football players was there. They were sipping and whatnot. The agents and I guess they whatever they are on the team that look out for the players. They got a name for them. I can't think. They was like this. You been drinking? He said, yeah. Let me get an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Or his wife was with him. You driving? You been drinking? He said, no. All right, cool. That was the only way you was leaving the venue. You wasn't leaving in the car after you had a couple drinks. Not even one. That's how on point they were. You feel what I'm saying? Terrence West got tore up down there. I think he was drunk when he left, but they made sure Uber, limo, whatever, took them home. They were not going to do it.
Think about it. You worth millions of dollars. I'm not talking about $8 million. I'm talking millions of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. You know you're a little saucy, right? People know what you drove up in, and they know what you can afford, so it don't matter. You can literally pick up the phone, call a Sprint, a Sprinter, and have your whole crew picked up. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers still know you fly. You can have somebody from the company that you call for the Sprinter come and get your car and take it home for you because you got money like that.
They got tow trucks that'll do it for you.
Hell yeah.
We need to tow for his Lamborghini. He been drinking.
Yeah.
And they know how to tow it. And they got to, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lamborghinis are low to the ground, so you got to know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm reading right here. Plaxico Burress, that was his career in the injury, yo. When he shot himself in the leg. He hosts something on Fox Sports Radio now. Upon the game or something like that. But yeah, that actually ended his career. That injury ended his career.
That was on him.
Yeah. Reaching for a Glock in his pocket.
In his pocket, not a holster.
Not a holster. In his pocket. Now, me and you have both held Glocks. That's the last place I'm putting a Glock, nigga. Is in my pocket.
If you're going to blow your leg off or shoot your dick off, one of the two.
Right, one or the other.
One of the two. And then you go into prison for shooting your goddamn self.
Right, because you shot your own damn self.
You shot your own damn self. How dumb is that?
All right, who'd y'all get out the draft?
We did all right, man. We got a couple wide receivers. We got a defensive end. We got a guard who I think is going to be really good. We got some big ass receivers. Then we got a nice slot receiver. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be interesting. They need to get Lamar some line work, so they did that. They got some offensive linemen in the guard. They did pretty good. I like our draft. I'd give our draft an A. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, I think people that's whining now about not having a center, I was like, we had a center on the team behind, but when you got the best center in the league, you ain't gonna never know who the fuck the dude is behind him. That's like having a starting quarterback. Who do
Right.
when you got certain quarterback who we never knew who Tom Brady's backup was. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We only know Tyler Huntley because Lamar got hurt and Tyler came in and won the games for him. That's how we know him. But when you got the best, when you got it's like having the best left tackle. Who's behind Ronnie Stanley? We have no idea because we ain't never seen that motherfucker play unless Ronnie go down. You know what I'm saying? He's not a household name.
So hopefully in what we got and what we had, hopefully we got something that our new coach can work with. We got a new coach.
New coach, always. I'm gonna tell you right now. Everything, y'all useless motherfucking lineman for Lele to a contract. The motherfucker that would be on the field and looking for motherfuckers to block, and Lamar is on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope, right?
And this is the shit out.
And this is because even though I'm a Giants fan, I still live here. You know what I'm saying? So I still respect Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Go Ravens. As long as y'all not playing us, I'm right behind y'all motherfuckers 100%. I just hope that who y'all pick up as a coach?
We got Jesse Menta, hell of a dude. Our defense is crazy.
I just hope that they allow Lamar to play his game, because what I saw, and this, I know you got your offensive coach, you got your defensive coach, then you got your head coach, but it's still on what's the name that we just got, because you know what he can do, you know what he's capable of, but it just seemed like in the later games of the season, 2 seasons in a row, it's like they put handcuffs on him, like, we don't want you to get hurt. But you know what he can do. No, so you know what Lamar can do.
So you was the head coach, right? And you work hand in hand with the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry running all over people, giving them the business. But you decide not to run him. And then when you let him run, he ripping off runs, but now we on the catch up. We need this, we need that. So everything is a must do. You playing from behind when you should have been playing from the beginning. You should have been playing to win from the beginning, not at the end. And the fact, like the kicker we had last year that missed the field goal.
Yeah.
If you got the top running back, here's the thing. You got situational football, right? If you would have just put Derrick Henry in the backfield and showed threat of run, it'll pull the safety, it'll pull the linebackers in.
Yep.
It'll open the middle of the field. And they're
gonna
follow Zay.
Launch that shit.
They're gonna follow Zay, and you hit the least likely person out there. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, my man. They never ran the dude Tez. Tez was a touchdown machine. Every time he got down around the end zone, he was catching. You think they played him? And Menta in the way he's already talking, everybody gonna play. He had when we came from San Diego. Was it San Diego? Was Menta in San Diego? I want to say Menta was in San Diego. Yes, he was in San Diego. How'd you get 6-7 players with 48 catches?
Oh. I got
that's a hell of a rotation. Right. So that means you come out and you're set. Is Zay gonna be out here? Andrews, Tez, and the new dude? Or who we got to cover? They creating the mismatches. You feel what I'm saying? Ah, damn, I gotta cover. Your cornerback is 5'11", but your wideout is 6'4" and got hands and can go up over.
Right.
That's a mismatch all day because guess what they say? He open. I can lay it up there. He gonna come down with it. You feel what I'm saying? Them the playmakers. Right. Like Malik Neighbors, I love him. That's y'all starting wideout. That's y'all one on y'all team. Love him. He just has no help. Hopefully they pick up some help. He coming back off of that injury. I hope he get everything. I like Jackson Dart. I think the boy is all right.
I think Dart really has potential. But he's got to get out of his own head too. He's so scared to run the ball.
It was his rookie year.
Yeah, because ironically enough, his mom, it was a preseason game, and he had the hole to run it and didn't run it. After the game, his mom was like, stop being scared to run. Put them legs up under you and move if you got to move.
What he was doing in college. Make him pay. You going to leave me in the hole? That means they ain't scared for you to run through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got to pick and choose. But if the hole's there, if you want to leave me back here, I'm going to make you. Even Aaron Rodgers would run through holes every now and then if you leave him there. And that old motherfucker was slow as the day is long. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you give him light of day, he going to use it.
He gonna skip through there. You know what I'm saying? Tom would do it. He said, "Oh, you gonna leave me over? Oh, I'm going through here." But
Tom didn't do that shit. Tom had the Secret Service guarding his ass. That nigga had the Secret Service. His O line was a Secret Service. The presidents, which they had, his motherfucking O line.
I ain't mad at him because you gotta to stay upright. You need the motherfucker.
That's the name of the game, right? Stay upright.
Keep your quarterback upright because if he on his back, he can't do nothing for you.
Right. He can't do shit but throw that shit in the air. And I'm talking about back to himself.
Or fall on the ground and be like, I will live to play another down or something because this shit is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because you get your quarterback hurt, there go your season. There go your season. Yeah, so
we picked up a couple of
y'all got a big ass.
Yeah, we got a couple of linebackers.
Y'all got ends. They like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
I think y'all got a Hawaiian dude. That dude's huge.
I just hope that now, do I think that Harbaugh coming is going to change the game for us? Nah, I think I don't think he's going to stay long because he's still got to deal with that front office, and our front office is bullshit. Our front office is the problem. It ain't the coach, it's the front office.
Who is y'all who's your OC? Let me see.
Didn't he take the OC with
him? No. The New York Giants hired Matt Nagy as the offensive coordinator and Denard Wilson as the defensive coordinator. Denard's a pretty good dude. Matt Nagy, So, I mean, Harbaugh's a special teams coach, first of all. Let's get it straight. I think Harbaugh should have went Saturday.
Well, we kind of a special team.
Yeah, y'all special when y'all let Saquon Barkley go to the Eagles. That was special. What?
Think about some of the shit we fucking done. We are a special fucking team. Some might think we a little slow. It's fucking special, nigga.
Yeah.
We had the recipe. We had all the motherfucking ingredients sitting on the counter. And we sat there and said, nope, we don't need this. Pepper, fuck that. Salt, don't need that shit either. Like, who the fuck was Eli gonna throw it to when they got rid of Cruz and motherfucking Saquon the same fucking year? Who's he throwing it to, himself? Come on, son. Who the fuck was he gonna throw it to?
But that's no different than the young dude, Bryce Young down in Carolina. Before, when they drafted him, they got rid of all the motherfucking receivers. I was like, who he gonna throw the ball to? He ain't even got a tight end to throw the ball to.
Right. That nigga throwing it to his peoples. I'm talking about his friends.
I'm like, yo, I guess we're gonna have to make this work, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I think so. Here's my problem with the salary caps, right? And I know there's got to be a reason for the salary caps. I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna tell you why. You want me to tell you what it is?
I'm listening.
Unlike baseball, right? The hardest injury outside of Bo Jackson throwing his hip out, or you getting Tommy John surgery, or getting a concussion from hitting the baseball, more than likely you're going to come back from it. You feel what I'm saying? So
right,
you're going to come back. Now in football, you get caught coming across the middle, get your egg scrambled, or get your neck broke, and now I paid you $150 million. No. It's the injury.
So,
the injury keeps them from having, like I'm gonna tell you prime example. Football teams are owned by old slave owners, most of them. They just
God damn. It is old money. I don't know about slave owner money, but it's close. It's close.
Listen. It is what it is. You ain't got to. They let an Indian dude own a team before a black man. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the dude that owned the Carolina Panthers. So if I'm going to pay you, and I get it, I see why they fight for but when they paid, I'm trying to think of the quarterback, they paid him $90 million as a first round draft pick.
Right? That's most of the cap.
Boom, we go out there. Yep. He got hurt.
But wouldn't it be better, right? And this is all hypothetical because we ain't got no control over the league. We can't tell them how to fucking play. But wouldn't it be better to do shorter contracts and remove the motherfucking salary cap? Like if instead of doing a 5-year, $150 million contract, because you know that motherfucker might get injured. He might stub a toe or some shit. You give him a 2-year, $40 million contract. You renew it after 2 years. But, okay, so let's say he get hurt year 1. Okay, I'm only stuck with this ignorant motherfucker for 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
But you really ain't. Because you know what they'll do? They'll spread it out. They're like, hold up, we ain't giving you all this money.
Right, but they spread it out over 5 years. He still got a 5-year contract.
Here's the thing. Have you ever seen a breakdown of a contract?
Nah.
So let me I'm gonna read something to you real quick.
Educate me, my brother, because I don't know shit about sports, dude.
So $100 million. Let's say Lamar got 175 million football contract. The breakdown. Okay. What's the breakdown? All right, let me see. I'm gonna get it here. Okay. All right. The signing bonus. That's your money. You know what I'm saying? That's upfront money. Okay. That's so you get a massive upfront signing bonus, let's say 30 to 50 million. That's prorated over the life of the contract up to 5 years for salary coverage. The guarantee portion of the deal, if cut or injured, often comes 68% of the total of the deal. Base salary, 18 weeks. They're often lower 1 year and higher. Roster workout bonus, void often to the end of the deal. So when you go there, let me put in the taxes.
Oh, they get the shit taxed out of them.
So it's crazy how they're like, yo, what the fuck? These motherfuckers, the jock tax is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, let's say you got the jock tax is dumbass money. So let's say Lamar signed a contract for having $75 million. Lamar probably only gonna see 90 of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
If you in like in the NBA, if you in fucking Canada, yo, they rob you. They take half of it. If you playing for the Toronto, They like half off the rip.
Yeah.
You gotta pay jock tax, state tax, federal tax, Social Security. So that's why they fight for the guaranteed money. So when they tear their ass up and take half of it, they guarantee, let's say you started for 50 million, you're gonna get the 50. Or and then you say the 90, because by the time Lamar gets to the second year, next year he's gonna renegotiate. They're gonna push it out again. They probably gonna give him another 50 up front, and his contract will probably be like 100 million again. You know what I'm saying? So he'll over the life of his contract, he'll make about $300-400 million net. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but like I said, taxes, it ain't exempt for nobody. And remember, you gotta remember, they young when they retire. So remember, they got to go to 62 just like ordinary people. You just eligible for a football pension. I think you eligible for, you get a football pension, but that pension is something that's not the same as the Social Security. They still got to go to the same amount of time we go to Social Security.
Right.
So when they go, so everything you wanted, that the way dude broke it down, he said, if you're gonna do everything, your first contract, you don't really do too much with, you modest with it, depending on who you are. Like the young boy in the draft the other day, his base salary is $2.4 million for 3 years.
Right.
That ain't no fucking money. He's probably netting 1.1.
If that.
So, agent, we're gonna get his. I'm gonna say 1.1. He goes out, buys his mama Ferrari,
and
buys something else with and the dude's like, yo, what are you doing? This money, you ain't even hit the field yet. If you want to
and invest, his agent and his manager get some of that.
Right. So when your first contract, you don't do too much with. You just kind of get you an apartment or whatever, because you on your rookie deal. And especially if you ain't a first rounder, your money goes down as it goes through the rounds.
Oh, wow.
Like, your first round money is way different. First and second round money is different from the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth round money. It's different. It drops off. So, let's say you're a first rounder. You get 30 million, right? Over 3 years, because it's usually a 3-year contract. So that means your base salary is 15. So you're probably going to net 15 of that. Don't forget the incentives. Don't forget your agent just ate up his part of it. So you're doing better than most because you probably got like $8 million in the bank. You feel what I'm saying? That don't say go out and buy a Bentley. That don't say shit. That say let me chill to the second contract. Let me get my skills up. Because in 3 years, I could be out of the NFL.
Totally. Like, who was your boy that saved all his money?
Who? Yeah, I'm going to tell you who was smart. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of.
The NFL check. We had Mark Jackson here as a wide receiver. Mark drove his same beat-up pickup until the end of his career.
See?
He drove a pickup like Todd Heap. Todd Heap drove pickups. Boom. You know what I'm saying? There was nobody was driving fancy whips like that unless you were the star. Even Joe. Well, Joe was a country boy. So Joe, with the vet that he got in the Super Bowl, he gave that to Jacoby Jones.
Who, Flacco?
Yeah. So it depends on what kind of lifestyle you plan. Do you plan on living after this?
Right. Like Flacco killed your team, yo. Flacco was he killed your team. He was the Ravens murderer, yo.
What?
He killed your team. They gave him too much money. They cut off what they could pay everybody else. He pretty much maxed out the salary cap.
So this is what everybody else
left.
This is what you got to understand about football, dog. And it happens in all teams, and especially quarterbacks. They never paid you for what you're gonna do. They paid you for what you already did, hoping that you stand on business. He got hot that year, ran us to the Super Bowl. We ain't did shit after that, and that's why they paid him.
Right, but that's crazy.
That's the way it works. Listen, that's the way it works.
I'll give you a bonus. But I ain't about to pay you for the future for what you did last year. Do it again.
Look at Jamarcus Russell. They paid him what? $75 million? became a Pillsbury Doughboy, and had a shit career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it happens. I mean, look. I mean, I'll tell everybody the Dallas is running back. Ezekiel Elliott came into the league on fire. I swear, 4 years after he was, 5 years after he was in the league, he was done. You know what I'm saying? But he was lighting up. He was 1,000-yard rusher. Boom, boom, every year. Boom, boom, boom. Then all of a sudden, he wasn't 1,000-yard rusher. But when you become 1,000, there's two ways to look at that. Either you ain't putting in the work as a running back, or your O-line is shit. you feel what I'm saying? Because you need the O-line to get through there to open up a hole. If you can't open up or throw a block somewhere where it's supposed to be, yeah, nah.
If I was a team owner or even a player, right? And I know I'm speaking to somebody who ain't never had it, who ain't never did it. I'm not a motherfucking sports dude. I ain't never thrown a ball professionally, college, fuck it, or even high school. Football, what definitely wasn't my thing. But let's say basketball, right? Okay. So let's say LeBron gets on the phone and he go, yo, I'm trying to put together a team. The team of all teams. Now, we all might have to take a little cut on our salary, but we going to make that shit back in endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Because we going to have the hottest five on the court, bar none.
So
I'd be like, yo, you know what, Bron? You take a cut, I'll take a cut. Fuck it. No saying, all right, so if the salary cap is, let's make a stupid round number. Let's say the salary cap is 100,000, right? I'm just trying to get small numbers. I know it's bigger than that, but small numbers. 100,000, right? I'm trying to get 5 niggas together for starting 5. What we all gonna do? We the hottest 5 right now in the NBA. So we gonna go to just the max so that we can all be on the same team together. Nigga, the endorsements off of that shit would be so fucking crazy. Michael Jordan made more money off the court than he ever made on court.
Right. And that was, he didn't start making his money until the end of his career. 25 mil, 50 mil, 25 mil a year.
Yeah, but that nigga was making 65 mil off court.
So let me tell you something in case you didn't know. So when LeBron, it's usually never 5. It's usually like give me 3. Give me a point guard, give me a center, and give me a ball a straight up monster on every other end. That was LeBron, that was D Wade, that was Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? When he went to Miami, they all took salary cuts because they needed to keep people around.
Yeah, right.
Role players. They did that. That's how they won that championship.
But why does it? Go ahead.
Because it's always like it's usually a big 3. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do 5 because 5 is a lot. Like the first super team, and people have debated, it was Boston. Boston had Kevin Garnett. What's the dude name? Paul Pierce. Who else was on that team? Dude played with LeBron. He played with LeBron. He had Ray Allen. This was their 5. You had 5 of the best players in the world on Boston when they won that championship. And that's what you call a super team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say LeBron. I was like, yo, he only had 3 people. It was him, Bosh. It was Bosh, him, and D Wade. Everybody else was a role player. You feel what I'm saying? Even when Jordan was in Philly, in Chicago.
Nigga, I was about to say Jordan ain't never been in Philly, nigga. Go ahead.
It was Scottie Pippen and Jordan. Jordan made a Steve Kerr role player.
Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Rodman was a beast under the boards.
Yeah, but remember, he didn't come to the second 3.
No, he was.
Rodman wasn't there for the first 3 championships. He was with Detroit. Remember, Rodman is the original Piston. And we had Oakley. They had Cartwright. They had B.J. Armstrong. They had Steve Kerr. They had Kukoc. They had who else was on that team? What's his name? Cartwright. Yeah, you gotta look at that
Jordan, Pippen, Horace Grant.
What year?
That was their first. That was their first one. Jordan, Pippen, Horace Grant.
What year did Pippen get to the Bulls?
No,
not Pippen. Hey,
Rodman. No, you trying to say what year did Rodman get there?
Hey, Siri, what year did Rodman get to the Bulls? Hey, Siri.
Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright.
Hey, Siri.
John Paxton. B.J. Armstrong.
Rodman get to the Bulls?
Dennis Rodman joined the Chicago Bulls in
95. 95. So they went on
a run. So they won it. Yeah, they won their first championship in 91.
Right. He was on the second run. He was on the second run. He got there on that second run because he was the only one really legitimately that can control Rodman. Because when he took off that year for the Reds,
they had a motherfucking monster house. That first one, Jordan, Pippen, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, John Paxton, and B.J. Armstrong. Yo,
what I tell you,
that's a fucking damn.
And think about it. B.J. was a role player. Horace was on the boards. You feel what I'm saying? So this back when big men worked the boards. You understand what I'm saying? So you had that, and Jordan was a killer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So the first three there. So when you talk about it, you got to look at the team's chemistry. Like when you had before LeBron went down there with D Wade was giving him 50 points a game and losing. He was doing what Mike was doing in Chicago with no team around him, giving 50, 55 a game, and they lose. Jordan, when he got to the Bulls.
Oh, Jordan.
When he first got to the Bulls, he was down there by himself. Pippen wasn't there yet. That's what I say. I say he was down there giving 50 points a game and nothing because you ain't got nobody to help. If you don't have no help, like right now, LeBron they going to play that next game Wednesday, and they should close out the Rockets. But LeBron has put that to him. Smart have put the team on their back to get over the Rockets. But then when Doncic went down and Austin Reeves went down, that hurt. So if they get Austin Reeves back, that'll give them over the Rockets, and hopefully Doncic could come back for the second series. And then I got the Lakers going to the championship. You see, Ant just went down.
Yeah.
Ant went down.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I like
Eastern Conference is looking. I don't even like how the Eastern Conference is looking. Pistons is number 1. Celtics is 2. Knicks is 3. Then you got the Cavaliers and the Raptors. Western Conference is right now you have the Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Lakers 4th, Rockets 5th, and then you got the rest of them. So it's looking. Now I'd like to see the Knicks come up and do it. They've had a hell of a damn run. They got a squad.
You can have a squad, but if they ain't doing it's all about spacing on the floor. If you ain't spacing right, it don't mean nothing, dog. Because it's like LeBron is now like he was relegated to I got you, I'm here. But I ain't got to run up and down. I ain't got to play on the court for 40 minutes a game no more because y'all dudes is getting work done. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting. But I like the Lakers' chance to win the championship. That'll be historical. 41 years old, championship. He can walk and ride off with your son. I know you don't like that, but Bill Walton had Luke Walton on the Lakers with him when he was down and took his son down in the Lakers time.
I'm all for nepotism when it comes to black people. Like we should have that. You know what I'm saying? We deserve that. we deserve to be able to pass it down because white people been doing that shit for 150,000 years, yo.
That's why I don't see the hate, and he ain't the only one, but they just ain't playing. You got the Boozer brothers, Carlos Boozer sons, on their way to the league. They got drafted. Then you got who else son? Got ups like him. He dunked like him. Oh shit, what's his name?
I can't wait till I can't wait till Melo's son get in the NBA. Yeah.
They giving him I think they're giving him a raw deal at Syracuse, but he coming back next year to see what happens. Because when he's scoring. I mean, I think it's the coach being arrogant, being a dick to me. But because Melo is who he is.
That's exactly what it is.
So
that's exactly what it is.
And,
but if you can either be a dick and fuck up your whole season, or you can be like, yo, he about to do it. I know what he can do, and let him do his thing and win. So
like Bryce James is at ASU. Is he at ASU? So he didn't play this year. So, but he under his father, being who he was, he said, yo, they already got their starting five. So you're gonna have to wait your turn. Then that's you got to build the humbleness into him. You got to wait. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait till your next. But you just got to be when it's ready. You got to be ready.
Right.
That's it.
Like if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, you in the gym before it closed. You got to have the Kobe mentality. I'm there before and I'm there after. Or Jordan, you got to go in the gym, shoot 900 free throws, 900 layups, 900. So when you get into the game, it's second nature. You feel it? It's just like shooting
muscle
a gun.
memory.
If you don't muscle memory, where you get it. And I tell you, you make the NBA. The crazy thing, you don't even have to shoot threes in the NBA to make the NBA. You got to make everything in the paint.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You might not, I mean, through, but in that paint, I'm deadly. Anywhere in that arc, I'm hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Because even Marbury, when Marbury was in high school, he was a beast amongst the flock, basically.
Right.
College, he did his thing. He showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But when he got to the NBA, he realized I'm a beast amongst beasts.
But these beasts been here for a minute.
Right.
It's in every sport. Like football. You be like, yo, you think you fast. Everybody in NFL fast. Even the slowest motherfucker fast. That's why I like to see dudes challenge. I think you probably seen it before, like when somebody challenges a bench warmer in the NBA.
Yeah.
Because he on the bench and he bust their ass. You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, bench because he got talent, not because he don't have talent. He's the next man to come into the game. Even if he don't come into the last 3 minutes, he got more skills than you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Remember, he practices with the ones.
Right.
So
all day.
All day. He's learning points from everybody. Like when I like Amon Shepard. Amon Shepard is funny dude. He said, and you will hear his basketball IQ. Like he'll tell you, but when Kobe bust his ass, he said, yo, he came down court, gave me the jab step, fake left, fake right. And I knew he was getting ready to pull up because he leaned back in and all net. He said he bust my ass for 30 points and I couldn't do a goddamn thing about it because every time he came down, he showed me something different. Like he might come down full speed one time, give me the hezzy, dribble backwards, and then come back at me again, and then take it, and then completely go around me and dunk it. He said, "You get to know how dudes move, but when the hardest basketball to defend is the one you don't know what the fuck he gonna do when he come down. Like think about it. How many times we seen Jordan change directions in the air? He got the ball over here, you get ready to block it, boop off the other side.
Yep,
that's a skill.
Yeah.
Or he get you with the up and down. Look, the up and down shit is funny. Be like,
you know how hard it is to change fucking directions in the air?
Or come around and or shoot over the backboard and make it from the other side. And
right.
So
I'm watching the playoffs. Playoffs hasn't when did it start?
Which ones? NBA?
NBA.
They already started.
They already
The
started.
Rockets, yeah, they already started.
I'm looking to see who does what. Oh yeah. Here go the bracket right here. You right. Oh yeah. The Knicks is 2-2. Celtics got one up on the Sixers. Pistons 2-1 over the Thunder. No. Oh, over the Magic. Cavalier and Toronto is 2-2. Spurs are 2-1 over the Blazers. The Nuggets is damn it, fucking up my shit. The Nuggets is over the Timberwolves. Yeah.
So we got to be in the first round.
Yeah, Lakers are 3-1 over the Rockets. So yeah. Lakers might be moving on. Okay. Yay, Lakers. All right. OKC is 3-0 over the motherfucking Suns. So we pretty much know how that shit's going.
Unless you pull a rabbit out of your hat.
Yeah, or a rabbit out your ass, one or the other. You're gonna pull something out. All right, it's looking good.
It's interesting. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But we gotta go to work tomorrow. Well, you gotta go to work.
Yeah, we do. So let's do what we do.
Next week, we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna switch the format up again a little bit next week to have some real talk about some real shit.
Real conversation.
It's probably gonna be a tearjerker. I ain't telling nobody who it is, but I'm gonna let all our friends make sure all our friends check in and tune in for it.
Yeah, because that next show, a lot of people who think they know somebody is gonna find out life has been hard. So we gonna let her tell her story, and we gonna
talk about.
We're gonna see y'all next motherfucking Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one.
So join us next Monday because you'll definitely enjoy that show. Or I don't know if you'll enjoy it. It will be interesting to you. Let's say that.
Yeah.
But
until then, definitely gonna be. Hey, stay safe. Stay good.
Be black or white or whatever you are. Keep doing that.
We here. We all keep your head up, and we out.
We out, people. Peace.
This is Rhythm and Rosters with Lou and Don. Please like, subscribe, and share.